Alright, well I tried turning it off and on again. My bitrate seems to be back to normal, but I don't know if this is gonna work. Anybody alive out there? There. The old turn it off and on again. Now, what caused it to crash? Was it opening Firefox? Let's try it again. Alright, what was I looking at? Whether or not wolves are companions or minions. They're minions, right? Wolf pack. Where is the... Which is the ability that summons the wolf pack? I thought it was cross slash. Predator's mark. It's from triggering Predator's mark, right? I guess we don't have the we don't have the Predator's mark information yet, right? I don't know. I've seen some people refer to them as minions and some refer to them as companions, but it says minions in the skill, right? In Lunar Blessing. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even grab the clear for a waypoint. Whoops! Oh, shit. Right, yeah, sprint. Get those out of the way now. Problem with controller. It doesn't always shoot the thing you want it to shoot. Expertly weaving between the monsters. Grimtangle. There's the water, so Red Veil should be here somewhere, right? Have some more proj. Need all the help I can get. Me pockets are full. Get out of the way! We do want to kill Witch Lady, because she gives us both medium flasks and a support gem, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna guess that the diamond that describes this area is heading this way. Yeah. There is the count. So is Red Veil like over here? Yeah. I think I saw someone solved Red Veil, right? I'll just run through the middle and hope for the best.
This'll stop 'em.
Wow, it's just so slow without Miss Whisper. I've only ever leveled this with Miss Whisper.
Only my skills, one job at a time.
I think Chain is probably the right choice. To deal with packs a bit easier.
Expected a trap.
Yeah, that feels a lot better. Yeah, I think Chain is the first support. And then maybe Pierce for frag rounds. Shoot the frozen one. You're right, he's right there. He's pointing right at him. He's like, oh, the one next to him? No, the middle one. Oh, the one on the left? No. I ain't got no scrolls of wisdom.
Hello. Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's just another for my collection. Thank you.
Keep the boots. Buy 2 scrolls. Ah, there we go. Movement speed.
Another for my collection. Thank you. Stay safe.
And let's get
You can.
Pierce for frag rounds. Or rapid attacks. Rapid attacks or Pierce? Probably rapid attacks, actually. Keep hold of this. Everything's in the right order. Hopefully it'll stay like that before league start. My internet is holding up for now. Wow, I jinxed it. No, I've crashed. Am I back? I think I'm back. I got kicked for performing too many actions, eh?
Close and personal.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream League Start.
All in a day's work.
Well, it crashed, but then came back. Disappointing. Hey, Stu. Yeah, well, my stream has already crashed once tonight, though. It's because I'm on a community fiber mesh network. I already did some speed tests, and the mesh network has really bad buffer bloat issues. You can see the latency like jumping up and down. You see it like jumping from like 20 to 150, 200 ping. That's just because I'm streaming, I think, based on what I've read. And I think the only solution is to change my hardware and get a router that has SQM. Apparently, that'll solve the buffer bloat issues. It's the hardware, the Linksys hardware that they give you. Oh, wow, how did I survive that? Lucky boy. Yeah, it's just a case of whether I can get the right hardware and installed by Friday.
I expected no less.
It's possible, right? If I fork out the cash and spend a morning configuring the new network. I can't stream and play, and I want to stream League Start. I mean, it doesn't matter that much, you know. It's all about the YouTubes, really, the videos. But I find streaming is a good motivation to actually make the YouTube videos. I don't know why, but if I know I'm going to be streaming, it just sort of spurs me on to put out like the build diary stuff and the build guides, so people can come and like chat about it with me. Whereas if I'm not streaming League Star, the temptation to just keep playing instead of, you know, doing the fun creative bit on top of playing is it's too much.
If I would ask, if you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
What are you planning on League starting, Stu?
Shane, you stay safe if you can.
You on the crossbow train? We're gonna do druid.
Be quick about this.
The wound on green. Stay safe if you can.
I heard if you find a pine out
Poison, bleed, explosion, ranger. Yeah, sounds good to me. Like, I'm so torn, you know, between trying out the new druid stuff and just league starting like just a good build.
The old magic's still through.
Like an easy to build, high performing. Get rich, do all the new content, and then start messing around with the new builds. Plus, I don't really know anything about melee builds or spell builds. I know a lot about crossbows, and I still don't know everything about crossbows. So, like, the thought of like trying to learn all of that and do league start, I don't know. Yeah, the wyvern looks cool. I hope I saw the interview with Jonathan where he talked about the new ignite mechanics for incinerate and the breath. Oh, you don't need to you can start Pathfinder. You can do the explosive Pathfinder build for a div, and it'll do most of the content quite easily. Wow, 1600 ping. Must be a new record. Off the charts. But yeah, I would just either level like Pathfinder as Permafrost or Gas Grenade, and then just grab some Plague Fingers and you're good to go, right? You can just save up Gauze Wraps and chance them as well if they're going to be expensive. Can I defeat this boss with bursts of 2000 ping? How can he hit me if I don't even know where I'm going to be standing? I bet I'm glitching all over the place. Rotten Druid's going to be like, hacks! He's hacking! This is ridiculous. Will I buy stuff or get with the crafting? What did I do last league? I mean, because with my league start, I crafted most of my gear. Yeah, it's really struggling. But I didn't do any like complicated crafting. The only thing I like figured out with the help of, you know, a couple of my viewers, or mainly one, we figured out together like how to get like a really good crossbow quite cheap, and then also a really good crossbow quite expensive. Winner! Read more book versus the server. Read more book 1, server 0. Yeah, this is like am I dropping? I am dropping frames, right? So I think the stream is struggling as well. So yeah, like crafting the crossbow, which I think the crossbow craft will be the same, especially if you focus on abyss alongside the new league mechanic at the start, so you can get some abyss crafting materials. The nerf to perfect essence of battle I don't think makes a huge difference. So yeah, I think you could start Pathfinder crossbow with the explosive poison like pretty easily. Save up your gauze wraps, orb of chance them just in case they're expensive or hard to get day one. This reminds me of when I used to play World of Warcraft in a shared house, and I was trying to raid at peak internet sharing time in the Burning Crusade. Thankfully, I was an Affliction Warlock, so the fact that I kept getting disconnected didn't actually matter that much. When I came back online, I made sure I was in a safe spot and put my dots back up. Then I would disconnect. This reminds me of that. I may have punched a wall at one point when I thought I'd missed out on the loot. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Pathfinder crossbows, yeah, do it, man. You can league start the build you want to play really easily. I can't keep playing like this. Okay, let's go into Path of Building. Yeah, so where is my armor break witch hunter? Does this have the league start gear? Yeah. So this was my crossbow for a long time on league start. Then I was doing like evasion deflect stuff. And this did everything except Uber Arbiter. And then like the Pathfinder stuff. Where's my low budget? This is like the 1 div budget. Though it was later on in the league. But like you just get like a really high evasion chest, 1800 plus 400 ES shield, right? Not amazing resistances. Hybrid gear. You're looking for about you know, what was this? 3200 hybrid ES and life. 59 evade, 16 deflect. And you don't need like anything special. Okay, they're from nothing. From nothing's probably not viable league start, but they were really cheap when I leveled this. You actually do get a lot of your power from the tree on Pathfinder, actually, don't you? Because of overwhelming toxicity and all of the poison nodes, especially for clear. And then for your single target with like HVR, Like hit DPS 45k, and this was clearing pinnacle content just fine on one div. T3 Zest was not an issue as long as you know the mechanics. Rampart Raptors, I'm sure, are going to be cheap for your weapon set too. This has +4 proj. So it's worse. Yeah, and I think that'll still be the case, right? For crossbows anyway. But you can craft this gear relatively easy, right? Double res. Double res. You will need some stats on your rings if you want to go crossbow pathfinder. That's the tricky thing. Balancing balancing strength, int, and dex is the hard part on your gear. You will need stats on your gear. And you'll need to do some like funky stuff with your tree, right? You'll need to take some extra attribute nodes, probably. But yeah, I'm really tempted to just league start this build. Running assault, relentless pursuit, overwhelming toxicity. It's just so strong. Not having to worry about map mods on your first character is also like it's going to be really helpful. You know, you can just alch and go. Oh, I'm dropping frames again. Yeah, do it, man. Easy. It's easy. And, you know, Pathfinder has so many options as well with the Traveler's Wisdom. You can go over to the Druid stuff. If you want to try something completely different, you don't have to level again. Do the Warrior start. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how good Traveler's Wisdom is going to be for the Druid stuff because you start here, right? And then you have to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to get to anything interesting on the Druid side. But yeah, but for crossbows, it's busted. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I should also spend some time doing a bit more crafting this league. I got a bit lazy because when you get to maps on day one, you can just make so much currency without much effort. You know, just by playing and selling stuff that people actually want. You know, like level 19 skill gems are actually worth money and stuff like that. Greater jeweler's orbs. And so you can just like stock up on divs, and then I was just, you know, I just got lazy after that. I could have learned to craft and made stuff for a lot cheaper, but I just started buying stuff. The only thing I like really spent a lot of time crafting was crossbows, and I got so unlucky when I was just took so many ancient jawbones. Too many, way too many. And I think, yeah, I didn't even end up hitting the magic 1000 DPS plus damages extra fizz numbers. Sad times. But yeah, then I realized you don't even need to do that. You can just spend like a few exalts on crafting. What was it? Something uh, like this golem core. Oh no, this has attack speed. You lagged out. No, it's probably yeah. What were the crossbows that I crafted? Yeah, something like this, right? Fractured attack speed. Yeah, I agree, right? Currency doesn't do anything for you, sat in your stash. But like crafting a crossbow like this, except it'll have +5 attack skills. You just buy like bases that have attack speed and the fizz percentage, and you do Greater Essence of Abrasion, Abyss Mod, Fracture. Hope you hit the attack speed. If not, you know, maybe you get lucky on your Essence craft. But these cost like under a div to make, and they'll clear any content in the game. These crossbows with damages extra, and T2, T3. So that's all I really learned how to craft. And then I think like I ended up selling a bunch of them as well for like 15, 20 div. So maybe if crossbows are popular, you can just sell all your crafting rejects. What did you play last league in the end? What builds? Oh yeah, this is me messing around with accuracy stuff. Monk, one button lazy. Stormwave? Poison bleed explosion ranger. Oh, now this was an expensive crossbow for my original Sin build. Oh my god, getting uh triple Ellie on a crossbow, they're so expensive. And no one wants them. I guess no one's making them, right? Which is probably why they're so expensive. But they are so hard to craft and they're so expensive to buy. This was a nightmare trying to get a good crossbow for this build. It worked, but at what cost? You know, at what cost? Plus, it's a shame we're losing the illegal attack speed mod from the Essence. Does make crafting simpler. Yeah. This wasn't even like close to what was possible though in terms of elemental crossbows. What is this like? This is like T3, T3, T2, you know? Like any with like T1, like or T1, T2 for two of the elemental mods were like 150, 200 div. This was like the end of the league when things started getting silly. Tried a recoup build with Sacrosanctum. It almost worked. In fact, it might be better now on a non-chronomancer with the pack size nerf. I think recoup on a non chronomancer was like is might be more viable because the issue with it is taking too many hits at once. You won't be able to do simulacrum still, but hey, 37 div is nothing to scoff at. My blood mage with 2 million DPS on Plasma Blast. That was fun. This crossbow was really cheap. This crossbow doesn't even need a fracture, right? To get like decent fizz rolls and damages extra lightning. And this will do just fine, you know? Your charity shop, yeah. Very good. You get a lot of those like instantaneous sales. I had a few of those. +6 attack is from the essence, so it's guaranteed. It'll be +5 this league because they've nerfed it. But yeah, this crossbow with the base that has all you need on this is the percent fizz damage. Everything else is completely deterministic. I mean, the leech as mana isn't, but it's not. It doesn't do anything. So this is a 2 million DPS build, and the crossbow is completely deterministically crafted for cheap. You're all good, man. You can make a nice crossbow, kill all the pinnacles, and then worry about spending more money. Is this one? This one is also deterministic, right? This one isn't. This one is worse than a deterministic build. This one had a fractured +4 skills. Oh no, an abyss mod, right? Did I abyss mod that? Yeah. Not fractured, abyss modded. So this is like without using a perfect essence of battle. Yeah, man, come hang out. Hopefully my stream will be working. Happy to help with any crafts. I had last league. I had one of my viewers got me to craft his crossbow for him, but for the less deterministic version. No corruption. Yeah. I did. I did sanctify the crossbow. I spent 150 divs crafting, and it ruined it. I don't know if I still have it. Where would it be? It'll be on here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it in my standard stash. Might be able to find it. This one is sanctified, but it's not the expensive crossbow. Also ruined though. The lightning damage crossbow. T2, T3. Pretty easy to craft. Damage is extra cold. See, I've just got like stashes full of crossbows that I essenced. Oh, I did get a bunch of triple sockets. Yeah, I did corrupt a bunch of crossbows for my builds. That was always fun. Finish the craft, corrupt for the extra socket. I got quite lucky. There's 2 here with extra sockets. Extra socket on my Sacrosanctum twice. End of league YOLO stuff, you know. 1000 ES chest. Yeah, this is the Pathfinder gear. You'll probably want 4 sockets. You need to corrupt an exceptional item. So Rampart Raptors or like any unique can drop exceptional, so it can drop with the extra socket already. So I bought exceptional Rampart Raptors, and then I corrupted them, and that gets the 4th socket. Yeah, almost perfect attack speed. I can't remember how much exceptional ramparts were at the end when I was buying them. They weren't cheap. I think like an almost perfectly rolled rampart with 3 sockets, I think is 1 div. It was 1 div at the like, late league, mid late league. And then anything like, 38, 37, 36% attack speed was much cheaper. So you don't need a nearly perfect one. Doesn't hurt though. And then I ended up, you want, when you get to your like late game gear, when you start scaling up into like the magic find stuff, you're going to start wanting to get reduced attribute requirements on your helm. Oh, she's not wearing any gear. I guess I stripped her of gear. Whoops. Yeah, I took everything off. Yeah, a mist whisper. It's such an incredible leveling unique. Yeah, this is my like leveling gear setup for every new character. Once I started using Miss Whisper, I just didn't go back. And every new character I rolled, I leveled with Miss Whisper up until like mid Act 3. And then you switch to like, something like this. Because the boss damage falls off quite a lot on Miss Whisper. And then like something like this for early maps. I don't know where I put all my gear. On the Invoker? Or which chilled ground skill? But yeah, when you get late game, you're gonna want something like this, right? You want a high ES helm with reduced attribute requirements to get the int requirement under 100. Otherwise, you have just too much affix pressure for your attributes. And then I had to switch to a hybrid chest from an evasion chest to bring the dex requirement down. But then before you're scaling, when you have less pressure on your attributes, you can use like a high evasion chest. Something like this. But yeah, you don't need to worry about it until you're trying to get like, rarity and stuff on your jewelry, and then you just don't have the slots anymore to spend on attributes. It's not a huge issue once before then. You can just, get jewelry that has all attributes or strength, intelligence, dex on it. Get it on your amulet. But yeah, once you're then trying to get like double rarity and stuff on your amulet and rarity on your rings, or double rarity on your rings, then you're going to need to switch to reduced attribute and hybrid gear. It takes a lot of trial and error, Man, I'm excited to play Pathfinder again. I think I've talked myself into playing Pathfinder. I wasn't sure what I was going to roll, but I think I know. I think we both know. Cheers, Stu. Yeah, I think considering I can't play anymore, I'm probably going to cut the stream short. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you at League Start. If not, best of luck. Oh yeah, thank you. I didn't see that. Sorry. Thanks for the sub. But yeah, if you need anything, hit me up. You can always reply to comments, messages. Take care, dude. I'm gonna call it for tonight.